everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shadorn, and I am joined by someone who I'm tired of introducing, so I will let her introduce herself.
Anna Domini. Is that how? I think I
don't know, I thought you'd have something clever to say about yourself. I don't know. I just thought maybe if I threw it to you.
I see. Well, I think we've long established that you're the better improviser of the two of us.
I didn't ask you to be the better improviser. I asked you to just improvise.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I froze.
Fair.
So well done. You've proved your point.
I need to zip zap zop out of this fucking podcast. Anna, how are you doing today?
Yes, and I'm fine.
Ugh.
You asked for this and you know it. I'm good. I mean, that's kind of my miracle, actually, because Danny has a horrible cold at the moment, and I have so far managed to avoid this latest round of disease. We figured that basically when he got his current cold, I was still, like, fighting my last cold, so we're wondering if, like, the antibodies are, you know, still apply, basically.
Okay.
But neither of us are medical scientists, as you can probably gather, so...
Wait, if you were fighting a cold, how do you know he didn't get your cold? And so it's the same cold that he's just got now?
Because he got it for, like, a day and then recovered, and then that was the one where I got it for, like, 3 weeks, and we had to delay the last podcast because I was just so ill. And then, like, now I'm just about over that, and he's had it for a week now, and I haven't had any symptoms, so fairly sure that it's a new one, but I fought it off.
Okay. Well,
scared it away.
I'm sure you'll get it eventually.
So yeah, that's kind of miraculous, given my medical history over the last 3 years.
Your quote-unquote immune system.
Yeah. Well, this is, like, one of the theories is that, you know, you're too immune to things and your body's just constantly fighting diseases that aren't actually there, and that's why you have symptoms all the time. So if anything, I'm weak because I'm too strong.
Yeah. No, I can't believe that you would ever overreact in any aspect of your body or personality. That doesn't make any sense knowing what I know about you.
Yes, indeed.
Well, congratulations on having such a great immune system that it...
Thank you.
You're like the US military, just really overwhelming shows of force.
Disproportionate force?
Disproportionate force that just fucks everything up. Congratulations on that. So that's the miraculous thing that's happened to you?
Yes, is that I am fine.
Oh, okay.
When you got long COVID, fine is pretty good.
It's just like not actively failing.
Yeah.
Isn't that life?
Yeah.
What counts as victories now? Just not actively on fire, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm not shitting my pants currently.
I mean, I wasn't at any point shitting my pants.
Sure.
I would like that on record.
Okay. I wasn't
No,
saying,
seriously.
I wasn't saying anything about you, but, you know, okay. I was just kind of making an absurd joke that like of course nobody's shitting their pants currently, hopefully, while listening to this.
I mean, you do know 2 under 5-year-olds, so I imagine that lots of people are shitting their pants a lot of the time in your world.
I mean, what do you think, like 8 billion people on Earth, how many people are shitting their pants right now?
Right now?
Let's just talk about it in percentage. Do you think 1% of the planet is shitting their pants?
Less than 1%.
You think
probably,
less than 1%?
Yeah, probably like 0.1%. Maybe not even that, because that's still like... Well, hang on, 1% of 8 billion would be...
80 million people.
80 million.
Okay, so that maybe is a lot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so maybe like 0.025%.
So 80 million people, so approximately the population of the UK, more than the population of the UK and Ireland.
Based on this statistic that you're making up, yeah.
Are shitting their pants. So like the entire nation. Oh, what a great day that would be.
I mean, you know, if you look at Reform's electoral successes or whatever, I think that the entire British nation is shitting their pants in a way. Satire.
Hopefully, if Zoran Mandani wins in New York tomorrow, as we are recording this.
Tomorrow, is it?
Tomorrow's the election. About 80 million Americans will shit their pants. Conservatives.
Yeah.
Conservatives and Islamophobics will shit their pants.
Which I feel like there's no Islamophobics that aren't conservative, I'd imagine.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like racism, and I know this is a big sweeping generalization, but I feel like racism is a right-wing kind of interest.
Now, it
No?
is probably more to the fact that, like, being openly racist or unknowingly, like, being openly and proudly racist is a very conservative thing. To be proud of your own ignorance. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of liberals who are also Islamophobic, and maybe they don't realize it. You know, just like plenty of leftists are anti-Semitic or anti-woman or sexist. That's the word I was looking for.
I guess so, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's more of a conscious choice on the right, I guess.
Yeah.
So like being that furious, this is what I'm contesting, is that like the level of not liking it that would take you to the point of shitting the bed or shitting your pants.
See, I'm thinking this is a fear response. You ever get so angry that you poop your pants, Anna? This is what you. It's more of a fear response, I think.
Okay, so you're literally like you're going with the literal definition or sort of etymology of Islamophobia, where it's a phobia.
Right. What were you thinking?
Hey, I shit my pants in any mood. I can shit my pants out of rage, out of fear, sometimes out of joy.
Just happiness.
Why not?
Just you ever been so happy you just poop? I'm shitting pants of joy. But anyways, enough about this poop talk.
Enough about your bowel movements.
I never
How are
said
you?
That. I'm good. You know, the miracle is that I'm still alive. Last week was half term, so I had both kids all week, and they're just finding things to do to keep the 4-year-old from just screaming constantly in my ears is a lot. And so it's been a whole week of that, and then today is the Monday, and it's an in-service day at the school, so I still have them today. So today was...
Do you mean an inset day?
An inset day, whatever they call it, inset. I guess they call it in-service in America. So
right. Well, you're not in America. You haven't been for a long time,
all
so
right.
you need to buck up your ideas.
I'm never gonna learn the lingo here, and y'all can just like suck it. Yeah, I don't know. I called them a zucchini today, and I was like, I'm not gonna translate this. I was talking to a British person. I'm like, fuck you. In my head, I was being perfectly polite and having a perfectly polite conversation.
Sure you were. As we all know that you always are.
I was perfectly pleasant. So it's been like a real long week, and very stressful and tough and hard on the mind and the ears. So I'm glad that that's over.
Yes.
I do want to talk about the one saintly thing that I'm doing, which is donating to a food bank or the National Food Bank. I forget what it's called.
What's the National Food Bank?
There's like a National Food Bank fund in the U.S. Just because things are really bad in America. I donated to World Central Kitchen. There's lots of things like Feeding America, and there's other local food banks in people's neighborhoods. I don't know. I felt like in America, SNAP benefits are running out. The Republicans have the government shut down, and they are choosing not to feed people via SNAP benefits, food stamp benefits. They're letting those expire. So I donated some money to a food bank fund so that they could buy more food to help people. There are also like a ton of people who are just not getting paychecks, federal workers who are not getting paychecks and all this stuff because of all the nastiness happening in America and the pain that the government seems to insist on wanting to inflict on people. So
that's pretty saintly.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that, really.
Just thought feeding people seems like the thing to do. Radical opinion.
Classic hard leftist that you are.
I'm just like, put me on Subway takes. I'm like, everybody should eat. That's my take.
That is so spicy.
Anyways, so yeah, if you put a link in the description, if anybody wants to find some place to donate some money, or you can just Google it. Just Google it. You don't need me to point you in the right direction.
To inspire you, I think
perhaps,
people do need.
But perhaps you need me to inspire you. Great.
Yeah.
Social leader.
You have a purpose.
Whatever. Now people are not going to do it out of spite. They're like, "Fuck you, Matt. I don't need you to tell me what to do." I don't know. Just like it's a difficult time. Lots of people are suffering, and I don't know what to do. So I'm throwing money at the problem. Being outside of the, there was the No Kings protest recently, and I realized there was no Kings protest in Oxford. There was one in London, but I was just like, I can't be bothered to go to that London. And see, I am learning the lingo.
I care, but but not enough to go to London. Come
There's a
on.
good train. I got 2 kids. It's tough.
Yeah.
Also, it's really hilarious. They call it the no tyrant. It's no kings in every other country.
And
It's
it's
mostly
no
in America.
tyrants here because they don't want to alienate people who love the king.
I think they would maybe they didn't want to confuse people. People would be
Yeah.
like.
But I mean, there are other monarchies in the world, so
That's true.
That's weird.
Or I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to hurt Charles' feelings. Like, what are people protesting? What did I do?
I mean, I feel like no kings would be appropriate given all the Prince Andrew shit.
Yeah, I mean, but I just feel like
Sorry,
it's like.
I mean, nonce Andrew. He's not Prince anymore.
Yeah, I think it's more just confusion. Like they just wanted to eliminate confusion. Like people showing up, like, yeah, abolish the monarchy, and it's like,
Right,
yes,
okay, yeah.
but that's
But
not what
that's
we're
not
doing
what this
today.
is. Yeah, fair enough.
It's like old political rallies where there's always just one guy with a legalized weed sign, and it's like, yes, but that's not what we're doing today. Today we're trying to free Tibet. Like that's.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all connected, isn't it? That's
Is
the
it?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Think about it.
So. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a historian, as listeners to this podcast will be well aware, but I'm sure you could make a case that the fact that England had kings in the first place probably somehow contributed to your democracy being super fragile and vulnerable to being dismantled by a dictator.
We just couldn't handle your king. Wow. Anyways, so I guess anything people can do to help other people in this time
would be nice.
Would be
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, just do that. I don't know. You don't have to feed people, but like, just don't be a dick to everybody.
Again, with your crazy ideas.
Vote for progressive candidates. You know, people who honestly, have amazing new ideas and want to create change. I don't know.
I would be really interested to know if anyone listening wouldn't vote progressive.
I don't know.
Like,
maybe they just like are pure comedy fans. They're like, I don't agree with what they're saying, but damn, they are funny when they say it.
That is so well constructed as a satire that I will put politics aside. Then on the other hand, like, would they ever actually find it funny? Because at least half of the time, woman, Jewish, LGBT, like,
just generally annoying.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That's not a protected characteristic.
Kind of just like a really just tinny voice, like just really shrieky, like just kind of
refuses to get their internet fixed.
Got a weird smell. Like,
you can't smell me through the podcast.
I know what you smell like.
Well, I have been recently trying a eco-friendly deodorant, so that is actually because of my wokeness, to be fair.
So anyways, Anna, today is November 2nd, 2025. Who is today's saint?
Today's saint is Saint Winifred, who was around in the 7th century, so the 600s.
Right.
And her feast day is November the 3rd. So if you're listening right now, you've still got time to prepare.
So she was just around in the 7th century.
Yeah.
No more specific than that?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep. Well, it says C 7th century, which means approximately.
She was a real C in the 7th century.
You're gonna regret saying that.
Okay. I know. I regret everything I say. No, so just kind of around the 7th century is important. It's just good enough it was just enough that she was around, right? We're just happy for that.
Exactly.
Just happy to know that she was here, even though taken from us too soon, potentially.
Yes, definitely.
Or she lived a long and fruitful life, theoretically.
Open to interpretation, I guess.
Let's find out what happened to her.
Then you can be the one to decide.
If we can't find out when it happened, we're going to find out what happened and
or
who
at
it
least,
happened to.
again, a close approximation
and how it happened
of
and
what
where.
happened. We're going to hear some happenings, but how closely they correlate to actual happenings is, again, down to interpretation.
Yeah.
So St. Winifred is also known in Welsh as Gwenfrewi. Yes, that's right, Matthew. We're doing a Welsh saint.
Ugh, damn it. Glenfrewi.
Gwenfrewi.
Glenfrewi. Sounds like a
So
very
Winifred.
fancy gelato.
Do you think?
Some kind of yogurt. I don't know.
So she was venerated from at least the 8th century, but her hagiography was not written down until the 12th. Because she...
Guys, you gotta really get on writing down these hagiographies.
I'm sure we'll remember the details.
Yeah.
That is classic me. Like, I had a steep learning curve in my job as an administrator because when I first started working in administration, it was before I had long COVID, so my brain was like, could retain things.
It was sharp as a tack.
Huh?
It
Yeah.
was sharp as a tack.
Oh my god, that was such a... Wow. But yeah, now I have to write down every single thing that I'm asked, or I'll miss it. So what I'm saying is, let's hope that the hagiographers are like pre-COVID, Anna, not post-COVID.
Yeah. But I mean, they're just like, I don't know, we'll write it down. 300 years later, they're like,
Yeah.
we never wrote this down. Like, who's this?
Your maths is terrible,
What,
by
they
the
said-
way, because that's 500 years.
Was it 500 years later? Wait,
Yeah,
when did they write it
so
down?
The 12th century.
Oh, the 12th century. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And she was around in the 7th century.
You're right, my math
so.
is bad. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
guys, that was the only thing I was bringing to this podcast. So
Yeah, that is true.
I've been having a long week.
Hey,
Remember.
don't be so down on yourself. You're, as I said, you're the better improviser. So there's that.
It's a low bar.
And what people love is the off-the-cuff witty repartee. So you're really the main attraction here.
Okay. Why are you complimenting me? I don't like this.
Because you were being down on yourself, and I thought, we can't have you too sad too close to the beginning.
Sorry. All right. Let's pump it up. Here we go.
Okay.
Y'all ready for this?
Now I'm
Y'all
cross.
ready for this? Dun 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 dun. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I regret telling you that it might be a short episode.
Yeah, well,
We've done it again. Yeah, just padding it out as much as you can. Well done.
You shouldn't put expectations into things. It's just
Yeah.
kind of let things happen.
You are
Anna.
correct. Maybe by next month I'll learn. Next month, which is December. So we're going to do a Christmas Saint.
Yeah, guess we got
Crazy.
a Christmas. All right. Anyways,
Year has travelled fast.
so they wrote down her hagiography, and now you're going to read it to me now. Go.
Okay. So, she was born to noble parents.
Boo.
Classic.
Of course.
Her father was a chieftain called Tegangle.
Taint gangle.
Tegangle.
To gangle?
No, sorry,
Or
I was
not
just
to
being
gangle?
strangled.
Which was it?
That is the question.
Yeah.
Tegangle. I'll send the spelling in the chat. Again,
Oh, the
we're
chat.
talking about pre-medieval Welsh, so I don't know if anyone would know how to pronounce that, to be quite frank with you. You seen it yet in the chat?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Oof.
And you have no words.
Yeah,
no
right.
attempts.
You're right. You're right. You're
That
right
is
to
Tegangle, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, that's as far as I could get with Tegangle.
Yeah.
Guys, is that an INGL? It ends ING. Oh my god, this is terrible. Yeah, okay, this is terrible. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's not terrible. It's Tegangle.
Ugh, it's all these things and more.
And her mother was nameless because she was a woman,
Ugh.
but she was a member of a family connected with the kings of South Wales.
Well, at least we know her family was. That's
Yeah.
always the kicker when it's just like, we don't know her name, but her dad, oh my gosh. This guy
Classic.
you want to know about.
Yeah. Well, she's not interesting. She just gives birth, and that's all she's good for. Doesn't
Yeah.
have a job. Why would we care what her name is?
Right? I can't imagine why. I mean, I don't care that the dad's named Tegangle, except for the fact that it's absurd.
Think about it this way. What if her name was worse than Tegangle?
That's what the only thing I'm interested in is like, what if her name is even better than Tegangle? And I can't imagine what it would be. So I would really love for that to happen. But, you know.
Well, I'm now quite enjoying the fact that it's now down to your imagination, because that's a world of endless
All right.
possibilities.
So to get her dad Tegangle and her mom Jablobble.
Yeah. Did you just say Chipotle?
No, I said Jablobble.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, as well as Tegangle and Nameless Mother, she also had a saintly relative, because her uncle was Saint Bono. That's right.
Oh my God! Don't call him Saint Bono.
Well,
That's how he
it's-
thinks of himself. That's
So it's pronounced like Bono, but the alternative spelling that Wikipedia gave me was Bono. So I just thought I'd go with that.
oh okay. Is that where the singer got his stage name from?
Maybe. I mean, he's Irish, right? And
Yeah.
these guys are Welsh.
So same thing, basically. Yeah.
I didn't say it, you did. I mean, maybe back in these days it was the same. I don't
say.
think that's true, though.
What's the difference between Ireland and Wales?
This sounds like the setup of a really bad joke.
I guess the Irish Sea is the
There you
difference.
go.
But all right,
Yes.
so she had an uncle that was a saint. She's just nepo babying it all over the place. Rich parents,
pretty
saintly
much.
uncle.
And I mean, like, in a way, saint dynasties are the purest form of nepo babies, because if these saints are properly Catholic and in the convent, then they're not going to have children of their own. So
Right.
the nieces and nephews are the ones who would be benefiting from those family connections.
I guess. We had a saint last week that her parents were also saints. So
Yeah,
last
that's
month,
true.
yeah.
They were quite horny saints, though.
Yeah,
I
well,
seem to
no one's
recall.
saying that. Aren't they all horny?
Well, no, as you'll find out.
Oh, okay.
So St. Bono was a Welsh abbot and confessor who built a church on Winifred's father's property.
Oh, like with permission or just?
I think he had permission, yeah.
Bono, what
I
are you
think-
doing? God damn it, man! I told you not. It's just a small
This is-
church. You can't just have a small church. You have such a big property.
Winifred was sent to be educated by Bono, presumably at the bottom of her garden.
It's convenient, right?
Yeah.
That's how we picked a school for our kid. It was just like, which one's the closest?
How about this this convent that my brother just built on my land?
It
Yeah, that
literally
would be-
abuts our house. So
So he ensured that she was brought up in the Christian faith.
that's nice of him.
As such, Winifred did not wish to marry, but instead wanted to become,
I don't know.
Pop star, obviously.
Bride of Christ. Oh, yes.
yes, a nun and live a
nun.
life of chastity.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay.
So far, so saintly, right?
I mean, this is
You're
I guess
not surprised.
I guess you're in the you're in that saint pipeline when you've got the uncle, the pious uncle
Yeah.
with the next door church and stuff, and you're just like,
Yeah, the cards are all stacking up in one direction.
you got a mom with no name. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's just all this just points in one direction. So
That's a good point, because do you think the mums are more likely to have names if the saints have children, because it's like the lineage and stuff?
potentially.
I don't know. We'll have to do some kind of meta-analysis.
It's
of
like
all
every
the ones we've done so far.
sitcom from like the 50s through the 90s where like there was a guy who had a dead wife and he was raising a bunch of kids, or I guess every Disney princess, you got a dead mom,
Yeah.
irrelevant, not in the picture, obviously.
So you're saying that Winifred's mum, although it doesn't state she was dead, she's dead to us.
I mean, she was probably dead. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's like, here's the thing is, like, with all those Disney movies, like, you gotta have no mom in them, because if there's a mom there, how are they gonna get up to, like, shenanigans, and then you don't have a movie, right? So this is what I'm saying. You need...
Or how are you going to be traumatized enough to build enough character?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you got no mom. You're like, who's your mom surrogate? Weird uncle who lives in the church down the bottom of the garden.
Or
and,
talking rabbit?
Talking
Those
rabbit.
are the options.
Yeah, there you go. So what are you gonna do?
So her Disney fairy tale, she decided she wanted to marry Jesus. However, one Sunday she was unwell and was left alone in her father's house while her family were at church.
Must have been quite a blow for her. She didn't get to go to church.
Yeah,
Like,
doesn't get to go to church.
kind of my whole thing. It's like the
Yeah.
one day to be sick,
A prince named Caradog wished to marry Winifred
Okay.
and entered the house while she was defenseless.
Like he entered the house while she was like it was fine, and then you got to defenseless, and it was just like
Yeah,
no,
it's like,
no.
what, defenseless, that's a very specific way in which to view someone being ill and left at home.
It's like, oh, he wanted to marry Winifred, so he heard she was sick, so he popped by with some chicken soup. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
no,
nope,
defenseless.
Nope,
no.
her defenses were down.
Yeah, okay. Defenses were down to such delicious flavor of soup. Such tasty soup. What? I was so
Matthew.
unexpecting and unprepared for such good soup. Wow.
You're
what
so
a,
naive, Matthew.
What a great story this is. I love this story. So
Okay,
let's stop
well-
telling it.
She resisted his advances, by which
Good.
presumably we mean she threw the soup in his face.
Right. Okay. She kicked him in the soup?
Yeah.
Yep.
So eventually she decided to keep resisting his advances by outwitting him.
Aha.
Yes, queen.
All right.
She pretended that she wanted him, but that she would need to go to her bedchamber to put her makeup on, basically, to make herself more attractive first.
Okay.
While he waited for her, she locked her bedroom door and left by another door, fleeing to church, the safest place.
Right. Sanctuary, right? Classic. We've all seen Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is great. She's like, I was totally resisting this for a while, but you know
Yeah,
what?
but only because I'm into you so much.
You know, now I see the point that you were trying to make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself attracted to you. So, and just go into this other room. Yeah, this guy sounds dumb in so many ways. Like,
Yeah.
just mean and dumb.
Yeah.
Just.
Well, he is a prince, right?
Yeah. Okay,
So-
wait. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah.
So mean and dumb, also overreacts, because when he realized that she'd escaped, he caught up with her, and she refused his advances again. So
No, I just left my makeup down here by the church. I just need to go get it.
it's just behind my dad.
I was just coming back. Oh my gosh. You don't know anything about ladies. They keep all their makeup at the church. Oh my God. Come on, buddy.
No, at this point she was like, yeah, I was fucking with you. I'm not interested. I'm in church now.
Right.
So he decapitated her.
Oh. That's it? That's it?
Well, no.
Wait, she made it to the church and she got decapitated at church, or did she not make it to church?
That's a good point, because it said she fled to the church, and then he caught up with her and chopped off her head. Yeah, it's unclear.
Okay.
Sorry.
You would hope if she got to the church, somebody would be like, hey, buddy, don't do that.
Well, I guess if you're an angry prince and you've got a sword, like,
right.
what's a bunch of Christian losers gonna do?
Oh.
What good are they in defending you? You know, I think that was where her plan fell down. To be honest,
They've got that incense thing. You just kind of start swinging that around your head. And
well, that is a good point.
you know, there's plenty of. I mean, we've all sat in mass and thought about, like, if we had a fight in here, how would I? Would definitely grab that big candlestick and really go to town on
the
some
church
bitches.
had to like cut back because of budget limitations, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
they didn't have a swingy incense thing.
Oh, see.
But maybe he was just good at sword fighting. But anyway,
And this is why I said we need a sacred pike to keep next to the altar, just in case stuff like this happens. And I said, and everybody said, there's no money in the budget for this. We need to fix the church roof. And I said, no, we need a sacred pike. And everybody laughed at me and thought I was an idiot. And now look at this. We have a decapitated girl right in the middle of our church.
and now every church that's now built has to have a sacred pike.
Yeah, they got a sacred pike.
It's called Winifred's Law.
Got a big glass case. It says, in case of angry prince, break glass.
Break glass, yeah.
There.
Well, the thing is, like, it's one thing having a pike, but if no one was trained to wield it, then that's where the budget cuts really sting, is that you can have the equipment, but you don't have, like, the insurance or the funds to train people on it.
Right, you got a dedicated pikesman there for security reasons.
Yes.
Anyway, so
none of that happened.
So he tracked her down, he decapitates her.
Yeah, because that's what princes do when they love you.
I mean, gosh, to be that in love, huh? To be young and in love again.
If only to feel feelings so
here I
intensely.
am, just an old low-T man, and I don't feel that way about anybody anymore. You know, I'm not like, I don't look at my wife and be like, I'd love to chop the head off that lady. I don't feel that kind of passion anymore. And then just like, it's a shame, you know, you just feel, you know, you see young men out there chasing after ladies with swords, and you're thinking, no, days of youth when I used to sow my wild oats, you know.
Boys
go out
will
there.
be boys.
Yes, you can't get that time back. Enjoy it while you have it. I say those young men, I'm like, with their bloody swords, I'm like, enjoy this time. Oh, someday it'll all be gone, and you'll just be an old man with a podcast, with an annoying friend.
Imagine being a creepy old man to one of these guys that thinks it's okay to kill women who spurn you.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how creepy you have to be, Matthew, that you would make them feel uncomfortable.
You'd be like, oh, I see now that I've done something wrong because this guy is approving. And
Yeah.
I did not want this guy's approval.
Oh, so that's how you're saintly, is that you just, like, if you creep out creeps, then you're doing the Lord's work.
They call me the creeper. Creeper.
I don't think you should say that. It sounds really bad.
No, I'm creeping up on the creeps and I'm making them feel creepy.
Yeah, but all people are hearing is double creep.
I see somebody catcalling and I come up next to them and be like, hey, what are we doing? We're ogling. We ogling over here, fellas. Oh, look at that dumper. Oh, that's one high quality turd cutter there. Oh. Love to get me old mittens on that, wouldn't you? Hey, and I'm elbowing them in the ribs and be like, hey. And then by that point they see they've done something wrong. And I'm like, creeper. And I leave.
And then you give them your calling card.
You've been creeped. Anyways.
Well, I'm glad we finally found a vocation for you.
So where were we at? Oh, yes, a young girl was dead.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
and
make
it
fun of
it
that.
inspired you to a new career. So again,
I'm making the world a better place.
yes,
Why are you out here defending creeps?
I think someone needs to be defended from you.
Not one moment of peace for these leches, these wretches, lecherous
Lecherous leches.
Either one.
Wretched leches? There we go.
Lecherous, I think lecherous wretches or lecherous leches. Either one works. Yeah, it's good. Anyways.
If you say it one more time, one of us is going to accidentally summon a demon, I'm fairly sure.
Okay, let's move on then. Okay, so what happens? I'm assuming that being decapitated was not the end of her story.
No, it was not. So supposedly a healing spring appeared immediately at the spot where her head landed.
Oh.
And to this day, the site is known as Holy Well, or
Wait.
St. Winifred's Well.
But it didn't heal her, right?
Well, according to legend, Uncle Bono miraculously brought her back to life, leaving her with a scar around her neck that proved as evidence of her martyrdom.
Oh. Well.
So she lived to none another day.
If you live through it, is it martyrdom?
Well, I mean, the main other story we know of someone getting killed and being brought back to life is he's the ultimate martyr, right? So I'm going to say yes.
Superman?
I think if you die, it counts.
Okay. All right. You don't have to die forever. You just have to die.
Yeah. No.
Just a little bit of dead.
A little bit of death. A little
Mostly
bit of
dead.
head being severed from your body.
For most people, fatal, but for some people, not.
Some people just like, oh great, I'm a martyr now. Sick.
Wait,
This is going to really help my nun career.
Is this the prequel to that story about the lady with the ribbon around her neck and she never took it off? And then one day when she was on her deathbed and her husband's like, why don't you take it? She's like, I'm going to take off my ribbon around my neck. And then she takes out the ribbon and her head falls off.
I don't know that story.
You never read that story when you were a kid?
No.
It's a creepy kid story. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, well, you're the creeper, so you would know.
Creeper.
So, yeah, I mean, we have heard stories like this before, of course.
This
Do
is
you
Saint
remember?
Solange, yeah.
Saint Solange.
Yeah.
So I can't remember when Saint Solange was, if this is before or after or like concurrent.
I think it was later. I can't say for certain, but I feel like it was later. But
So Winifred is the OG decapitated saint.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a claim to fame.
Oh, there you go.
So, after bringing her back to life, Bono avenged his niece. When he saw Caradog arrogantly leaning on his sword, Bono invoked heavenly chastisement, and the murderer immediately died.
Was he just like leaning on his sword? So yeah, totally cut that lady's head off. It's pretty great, huh? Did you see that? You guys all see that?
Yeah.
There's one cut, and then her head was like whew, clean off, And I'll tell you what, those young girl necks, they are tough to cut through. They're real rubbery.
Oh my God.
So it's not as easy as you would think. It's oh God, I'm dead.
What makes you such an effective creeper is you really get into the mind of the creep.
That's the key,
And I'm
right?
impressed.
It's like really it's like going into that darkest spot and then just going a step further, and that's how you get to the creeper.
And that's how you creep out the creeps. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bono heavenly killed him. So
Good job.
The saint is the judge, jury, and executioner. Not standing up for this guy, but I'm potentially saying he maybe didn't have a fair trial and due process was not followed. Fair enough. No due process for decapitators.
Counterpoint. Fuck them.
Okay. That is eloquent. Yeah.
Yeah. I do find, though, that, when there are miracles that involve, God smiting people this far on, if it feels like as an Old Testament things, yeah, sure, why not? But, when saints do it, it just feels weird that they're, saints and they're also murdering people. But I don't know.
Yeah, but then I guess the thing is that, the smiting in the Old Testament was more like a blanket smiting, right? Whereas this is targeted. So you could argue that it's, less bad?
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like there was some targets. Well, I guess, you're right. It's better than a genocidal. It's not not like him and every firstborn in the county died. At least there's that.
So there we go. We found a mitigating, or what's the word, redeeming characteristic for this Caradog guy.
What? Is he the prince?
Well,
no.
Oh, no, sorry. No, the saint. Yeah, you're right. But
no,
we're not
I'm saying
doing Saint Bono's story.
The thing that's good is that God's aim is getting better, right? That's what the thing. This is what happened over the centuries. It's just instead of big sweeping acts of death,
general smitings, we're going targeted.
So you went from Noah, it's a whole world. Sodom and Gomorrah, just a couple cities. By the 7th century, he's gotten it down to just a guy.
One murderer.
Who definitely did a really bad thing.
Yeah.
And I think that shows real improvement. A+.
Cool. Well, I'm glad that somehow this terrible tale so far has restored your faith in the morality of God.
You know what? Honestly, in the world we live in now, not enough people are getting smited. So I'm glad that some people who deserve it are getting real smited in this story.
Okay.
I'm not saying who, but I'm just saying like there could be a lot more smiting happening in general.
Yeah.
And
I think we can all agree on that.
I don't want to tell God how to do his job. I'm just saying maybe he's not doing a very good job.
Well, God, if you're listening,
and he always is,
keep improving. We're not impressed yet.
Yeah. Okay. So Caradog's dead.
Yeah.
But Winifred's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And Bono is said to have sat upon a stone at the corner of the well and declared in the name of God that whoever on that spot should thrive or would thrive should ask for a benefit from God in the name of St. Winifred and would obtain the grace he asked for if it was for the good of his soul. So this site of vengeance is a holy place.
Right. Okay.
Basically. So that's just a fun little fact about the well.
Ironically, a spot of forgiveness now.
I guess so, yeah. So then Winifred became a nun on Bono's orders.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
I don't think anybody's going to marry that lady. This is
because she's got a really icky scar on her neck.
I don't know.
Or just a vengeful uncle, you mean?
No, I just, if you knew your partner had been decapitated previously and now wasn't.
Yeah, that would be a lot of baggage, actually.
I'd be like, that might be too much to, like, have a relationship.
Work through together, yeah.
I mean, a scar. I love a lady with a scar. Hey, that's
sure.
great. Yeah, no objections here. All I'm saying is, like, but to know someone had lost their head and now what they were dead.
Oh, you'd have to be so careful every time you argued or like she overreacted because you'd have to be like, well, let's not lose our head about it, and then you'd feel real bad.
And I'd be like, wow, I can't believe you said that. Wow.
You went there.
Baby, I didn't mean it. No, you said it. Okay? I'm I need to walk away. I'm walking away right now. Okay? I just need to walk away for a little bit. Wow.
So you're saying that having been decapitated makes you not marriage material?
I'm just saying it might be a lot for somebody to, like, no pun intended, wrap their head around. It was a little pun intended. Okay, so she becomes a nun.
Yeah.
Cool.
And spent 7 years at a church that was built at Holywell. So, I guess it was declared a holy spot, and then they built a whole church around it.
So now, like, halfway between her house and the other church that she was going to is a second church.
Well, of course. She's a saint now. She's just been martyred. A miracle happened. Gotta build a church there.
I mean, obviously, yes. I mean, it does kind of shit on her uncle's church. Her uncle's, like, standing at the door of the church every Sunday, like, man, nobody comes to my church anymore because everybody's going to the miracle church.
Yeah. Which is fair enough, really.
I mean, that's true. I mean, he's got himself as much to blame as anybody else.
And I mean, like, her dad's happy at this point because he's getting even more rent, presumably.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
the new church is built. Yeah.
And she spent 7 years there. She gathered a group of virgins and instructed them in the laws of God.
Nice. I'm recruiting virgins. I put that in the paper, and I got a visit from the cops.
Creeper.
She does it, and suddenly she's a saint. I don't see why that's fair.
Feminism's gone too far.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Creep Creeper.
Sir, I'm just your average neighborhood virgin hunter / creep creeper. I don't see why I have to move.
Oh dear. So after 7 years in her church, she received divine inspiration telling her to leave and retire inland. Okay. Which, like, I wish God told me to retire after 7 years of working.
I know, right? Wouldn't that be great? God's like, you've done enough. You got your head cut off. You put in 7 years. You found us a nice gaggle of virgins.
Your work here is done.
You go and kick. You go ahead. Why don't you head on inland? Which is a weird direction to go.
It's a weird place to retire. Like, surely by the coast would be
I mean,
more
that's
peaceful.
the thing. It's like, but I'm already by the coast. No, you don't want to be by the coast. It's Listen, I don't want to talk out of turn here, but there's going to be some flooding here pretty soon. Some acts of God you probably don't want to stick around for. So I'm saying, just a little tip here. Why don't you go and retire inland, okay?
I see. So she made a pilgrimage to a place called Gwytherin.
Mm-hmm.
near the mouth of the river Elwy,
Sure.
or maybe Elvers, LV, I don't know. And according to the Golden Legend, Bono left for Ireland. But before he left, he told Winifred that every year she should put a token into her holy well so that it would be carried to him across the sea.
Okay.
Now, I know where your mind just went, Matthew.
That Bono went to Ireland to form the band U2.
Well, of course. But then also, I think you have maliciously interpreted putting a token in the holy well, because that's just the kind of garbage gutter brain that you have.
I don't, but like a little coin or something, just like a token. Yeah, like she went to the arcade and she's got some tokens. And actually today somebody was like, oh, my son had some book tokens, and I was like, what's that? I was like, well, you take him to this, you get a book with a token. I was like, yeah, but I don't understand the concept. Like, I kind of understand the idea of having a token that gets you a thing, but I don't understand what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're saying. He's like, oh, it's just a common British thing. You get a book token. You give it to a kid as like a gift card, right? Right? Do you know this?
Yeah, they existed kind of before gift cards, actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously
but
it's like a thing.
There used to be a thing where, like, on World Book Day, bookshops would, like, create free or, like, really cheap books that could then... They basically gave them away for free, or the schools bought them for really cheap, and then they would give everyone a book token, and you could buy a particular, like, a small book from a special range.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the love of reading. How did we get onto that?
Well, because it's tokens. That's what I thought. When you said tokens, I was like, oh, she got a free book. Just like token talk today.
I think Bono did while he was... on the other side of the sea.
Ooh, can we start a podcast called Token Talk where we just talk about our favorite arcade games?
Sure.
Token Talk.
Well,
we'll
I mean...
Put in that for later. We'll talk about that off mic.
To be fair, we've been going for like 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And we started by finding the most interesting saint of each fortnight. And now we're trying to find the most interesting saint of each month. Eventually, we probably are going to run out of interesting saints.
You say so.
I just want to mentally prepare you for that eventuality. So maybe a second podcast is the way to go.
All right. Well, I'm up for any of it. Honestly, I'm just putting a call out. If anybody out there's got even a halfway decent idea for a podcast, I am willing to do it. So hit me up. Sameasbehaviorpod@gmail.com. There's no G in behaving, but there is. Anyways, can we get on with our talking about stuff? So he asked to put a token in the well, and it gets to him.
Yep, she did as he asked and gathered her virgins to make a silk chasuble, which she placed in the water. So it wasn't even a cardboard token, it was a fancy silk one.
What's a chasuble?
I thought it was a kind of cup.
Why would you have a silk cup?
So maybe you can have a token-sized cup. Oh, it's a liturgical vestment.
Oh, well, there you go. You were way off base.
I was. I don't know where I got cup from. But yeah, it was like a little vicar poncho, basically.
Oh, I see. I Googled it too. Okay, yeah. So it's like those things that priests wear. Oh, so that must be nice. He gets a new, like, bespoke chasuble every year.
Yeah, but it's all wet.
Well, you just hang that up to dry and...
I guess so.
A couple days, that's perfectly good. Get the musty smell out.
Well, this was before sewage companies, so there wouldn't have been so much poo in the sea, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
People were just shitting directly into the sea.
Yeah, they were just going right, like everything. Like,
yeah, possibly.
She had to shoo away several like peasants away from the well. Like, this isn't a toilet.
So, just as Bono had predicted, the chasuble was delivered to him on the waves.
Nice.
At some point, Winifred is also said to have made a pilgrimage to Rome, but we don't know anything more than that.
Okay. Just assume it happened. It seems like a thing that she would do.
Yeah, why not?
As long as we're making stuff up, we might as well just say she went to Rome. Also, she went to Atlantis.
I guess once you've had your head cut off and then put back on, like, a little holiday to Italy just doesn't seem as noteworthy, you know? Well, her hagiographies do not dedicate much attention to her final death, her real one this time.
A lot of people have multiple. That's funny. The final death. Only her penultimate death.
Yeah. But it is implied that she passed away peacefully 22 years after entering the convent. So probably a world record holder for, like, the longest to live after your head's been chopped off, I imagine.
Yeah.
I know you were scanning there for counterexamples.
I was trying to think of another person, but I don't know.
Yeah, because Solange was like, she was fully dead. She just carried her head.
She just carried her head
a zombie.
Yeah, she carried her head to the nearest church and
Yeah.
spoke a sermon, and then presumably keeled over dead there.
And the head just rolled
So we're talking
slightly
like
away.
2 hours max.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, Winifred did it better, I guess.
Yep.
Sorry, Solange.
Fuck you, Selena. I don't know. Not super old, but not a child when she died.
No,
eventually.
I mean the second time, sure,
Okay.
because she was probably in her teens when this prince set his sights on her.
Let's hope.
Well, yeah, we all know what princes are like these days. So,
Does she have any relics then?
uh,
Is her head one?
in 1991, 2 pieces of an oak reliquary. That's a really tricky word. to say.
Relic. No, I was going to correct you, but
See?
actually, no, I'm
But
trying to do it.
it's actually quite hard. Reliquary.
Reliquary?
Yeah, that Q really
Really fucks things up.
stumps me. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 pieces of an oak reliquary were discovered and dated to the 8th century. These were identified as associated with Winifred's cult as they matched earlier drawings of the reliquary.
Okay.
So before this, there were only drawings of it, and then they found some bits of wood.
Oh.
The reliquary from the drawings likely contained contact relics rather than bones,
Oh, okay.
such as pieces of clothing or other belongings associated with her. And there are also references to relics of Winifred being taken to Shrewsbury, which is in England but quite near Wales, I think, in the 12th century.
Okay.
So, yes and no. There are relics, but maybe only in legend.
Oh, rumored relics.
Yeah, just like she nearly died, she rumoredly had relics.
Everybody in Shrewsbury, check under your couch cushions for St. Winifred relics.
Yeah. Later in the 14th century, a guy named Abbot Nicholas Stevens built a new shrine for Winifred.
Uh-huh.
He also sent some monks to steal the relics of St. Bono from Rhwyl in Wales and inter them in the same place. Hey, if you're going to do crimes, make sure they're consistent so that you can get to have 2 saints' relics that are related to each other together. That makes sense to me.
Should we ask first, or definitely doing a heist? Okay.
Yeah, if in doubt, plan a heist.
You know, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission, right? So,
Tell that to the prince.
yeah.
Too soon?
No.
So Shrewsbury Abbey was fined for the theft, but they were allowed to keep the relics. And the shrine became a major pilgrimage site in the late Middle Ages.
So basically, they're like, we'd have just sold you these relics.
Yeah. You can keep them, I guess.
You could have just bought the relics. Like,
Yeah. You didn't have to go through all this, like, planning, getting blueprints of the church, getting all those matching bodysuits, grappling
people's
hooks.
suspended from the ceiling, lowering
Yeah.
themselves down.
It was all unnecessary.
Glass cutters, dynamite.
I quite like the idea of, like, Ocean's 14 being a load of monks and nuns who are off to steal some relics, though.
I mean, motion's 14th century, right? Hey.
There we go. Very good.
So they steal the
So,
relics. They get
yeah.
caught. They pay a fine. They get to keep the relics. So they bought relics.
It's a good life lesson for someone out there, maybe.
Yeah.
St. Winifred's Well is still around in modern day Flintshire.
Ooh.
And attracts a great deal of pilgrimage, although there are several other well sites associated with the saint. So I guess there are like other wells that claim to be the well, but this is the one that's like probably most likely to, I say, be the real one.
You can't go 10 feet in Wales without stepping in St. Winifred
In
Well.
Winnie's Well, yeah. So, for example, there's a St. Winifred's Well in Shropshire, which is where Shrewsbury is as well. According to legend, on her way to Shrewsbury Abbey, Winifred's body was laid in Woolston overnight and a spring appeared in the ground.
Oh.
So she's making wells wherever she goes.
She's like a divining rod. She's like finding water. You gotta watch where you put her down, because you're like, oh, we put her down in this house.
Oh shit, there's another well now.
Yeah, the basement all flooded. Shit. Ah, man. Okay. We'll just have to get her to Shrewsbury as soon as possible, because otherwise we are going to drown.
So the pilgrimage site where the original well is sometimes known as the Lords of Wales. So it's that popular a pilgrimage site.
Is it that popular a pilgrimage site?
I imagine it's not quite as popular as Lords now.
Because it's not like Lourdes isn't called the Flintshire of France, right? Then
the
I would
Flintshire
agree.
of the Pyrenees.
Yeah, no
That's
one's
a
saying
good
that.
point. Well, maybe if we get enough listeners, then the Flintshire Tourist Board will hire us to ensure that St Winifred's Well becomes the Lords of Wales.
Right.
We can only hope.
I mean, it's possible.
It sounds like you're not hoping hard enough for this.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really. I think Welsh tourism's doing all right. People like to go to Wales. I think. God knows I get dragged there all the time.
That's fair. Also, we both hate doing marketing, which is why we're in this predicament in the first place. So we'd probably not be the candidates.
Yeah, but throw us a little money, Flintshire.
Yeah, if you're listening from Flintshire, do write to us, because that would be a weird coincidence. So, anyway, that's her story.
Okay.
Oh, miracles.
Miracles. Does she have any miracles?
Well, because she was an early saint, she was never formally canonized, so didn't need the whole, 2 miracles to prove, because that came in a bit later.
Right.
Don't ask me when. So she doesn't have any recognised miracles, but is instead considered a saint due to being an object of popular veneration.
Right. I mean, there was the miracle of her head getting chopped off and then
Indeed.
being reattached, and also the fact that wells keep springing up wherever she happens to fall.
I mean, miracle, nuisance, depends on where you're standing.
It
I
made
guess.
sleeping very difficult. You don't know how many times she fell asleep and then just woke up downstream from where she was asleep before in her bed,
But then on the plus side, if she ever wet the bed, she could be like, oh, it was just as soon as my head hit the pillow.
It was a well sprung up. Yeah. It's a really smelly well. Yeah. A lot of alkali.
Well, someone's already, the peasants already came and shat in it. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
There are also many healing miracles associated with her well. And I guess the whole, teleporting the chasuble thing is also a bit magic.
So there you go. Lots of things came up in the story.
So a fair few, yeah.
Nothing in particular post-mortem.
Well, I mean, she lived to pray another day. That was the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she prayed for 7 more years after that.
Yeah.
And inspired some virgins. So, yeah. But the miracle of living through the wrath of a spurned alpha bro.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. And then
one,
God also struck that guy down, which I think counts as one of her
Yes.
miracles, or it's a joint miracle between her and Bono.
Probably a St. Bono miracle, that one.
Yeah, probably. So she gets the assist, right?
Yeah, we'll count that on her record sheet.
Okay.
So, based on everything you've just heard, what do you think her patronages are?
Is she the patron saint of secret churches? You're just putting in a sneaky church on your brother's property. You're just kind of slipping in a little church. Be
just a bonus church.
Yeah.
No, she's not the patron of secret churches.
Is she the patron saint of outwitting royalty? She tricked that prince into thinking she was. Then
Again, based on everything I know, I don't think you need to be that special to outwit royalty.
How about creeping out creeps? Is she the patron saint for that?
No, that's what you're going to be the patron saint
yeah,
of,
that's right.
Matthew.
Yeah. I just need guidance.
So yeah, maybe she should be your patron. But she wasn't creepy. That was the problem.
Yeah.
She was too attractive.
True. Is she the patron saint of smiting people? I guess that's her uncle. She didn't smite people.
Yeah.
If you need somebody smited, you just kind of
Just call Bono.
call Bono. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on my list.
Is she the patron saint of ironic spots? Why did I write down ironic spots?
Because you thought it was kind of ironic that the Holy Well was actually the site of the vengeance, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know what that was.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I remember what it was. It was that the well is now a place of forgiveness.
Yes,
The place where that guy got smited immediately is now
Yeah.
a place of where you can
A
go for
pilgrimage
forgiveness.
site for, yeah. That is
So,
ironic.
yeah,
It
'cause
is not on my list.
Not
though.
on the list. Okay. Tokens, just kind of general tokens. Giving people a little something. Say, hey, thanks for being you. That kind of stuff. Little things like that.
I mean, maybe there should be a patron saint of wishing wells, and she should be it.
That's true. Is
But
this
she's
the
not.
invention of the wishing well?
I wish to not get killed by an angry, horny weirdo.
You just throw a coin in. I wish somebody would explode. Just like that guy. Is she the patron saint of chasubles? Just fancy chasubles?
No, I think presumably they have one. 'Cause,
All the silkiest chasubles.
I guess inanimate objects don't need patron saints.
No, chasuble makers.
Sure. That is
Chasublers. Chasublists.
Would they need to be separate from weavers?
Hey, you've obviously never made a chasuble because it's a whole different business.
I'm sorry for not giving the art of chasuble making the respect it deserves.
You
That
should.
is on me.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. You don't even know how hard
I
it
hope
is.
that you will find it in your heart to give me for that.
I am going to have to go to a pretty holy well to forgive this little slight. Anyways, finally, is she the patron saint of wholesale relics? Because there's people buying relics just out there, just purchasing relics.
No.
Buddy,
she is not.
That's the thing, is you can go to a church and be like, what's the price on this relic? And they'll be like, well, make me an offer. Like...
Well, no, nowadays, I mean, we got relics. I mean, I don't think they were contact relics, but they were technically counted when Morgan went to Venice, I think, or Florence.
I think she went to the Vatican.
There we go. Which is in neither of those
Oh, wait, no,
places.
she went to Florence. She sent you a relic from Florence, and then she sent us some stuff from the Vatican, too, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Morgan is endlessly generous.
Yes.
And wonderful.
Yeah, just, I don't know, just get some relics.
So, relic wholesales. No, Saint Gemma Galgani was the patron saint of wholesale relics, because we found that website, remember?
That was a whole website of her relics, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, well, what are her patronages?
She is the patron saint of Holywell, as in the place, not the concept of holy wells in general. Sorry that it's so specific.
Just holy wells, just one holy well.
She is the patron saint of Holywell and also of the Diocese of Shrewsbury, the site of the stolen and then paid for relics.
Right, yeah. You pay for those. You also you pay, it's like, yeah, you want to throw in a little extra, you can be the patron of your town, too. No, yeah, okay, might as well.
I guess so, yeah. Maybe that's how it came about. She's also a patron against unwanted advances, which I'd say is well earned.
Yes, yeah, no, for sure, yeah.
Can't argue with that.
Not only did she not have to suffer the consequences of this unwanted advances because she got to live.
Consequences.
Not only did she not have to suffer the consequences of those unwanted advances because she lived, but also the guy was exploded. So I think this is actually one of the best patronages we've heard so far.
Right. Well, as in ever in the podcast, or like...
No, like ever in the podcast. Like, this is like...
Wow. This is a big day.
I'm like, this is finally like, usually it's like really ironic. Like, usually it's like, oh, this saint was like killed by stoning, so now they're the patron saint of masons. Or like, this person was like killed by arrows, so now they're the patron saint of archers. It's like, you know, normally the way this would go is like, oh, she was assaulted by a man, so she's the patron saint of gentlemen callers. You know, that kind of thing. Like, I'm surprised that this actually is just like, unwanted advances. Yeah, that makes total sense.
So you're saying that you would also nominate her to be the patron saint of apt patronages as opposed to nonsensical, ironic ones.
Like sad, ironic patronages. Like,
yeah. Okay, well, that's positive, I think. Feminist icon, then.
I'm like, really? That should be like, St. Winifred. That should be like a whole. I'm surprised she's not more like embraced by I don't know, feminists or something like that.
Well, you know, her site is the Lords of Wales, so...
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe it's just that we're ignorant.
Make her an icon of...
Have you considered that?
Of like, you know, anti-catcalling...
If we ever get to do like a crossover episode with the Guilty Feminist, maybe we will revisit St. Winifred. I'm
going to send this to the Instagram account Cheer Up Hun. And and let them know about this, because maybe this is something they could, because that's all about anti-catcalling.
Okay.
Have you seen an Instagram account? You'd really like it.
No.
That's good.
Okay. Cool. Well.
It's just a lady who's like trying to make things nicer.
Catcalling?
Yeah. Document like everyday sexism and shit like that. So
yeah. That
kind of nonsense that ladies are always banging on about when they're ragging on their peer. I don't know, whatever. Creeper.
It's good.
That was my character, Creeper, by the way.
Yes, it's good that you do a slightly different voice when you're saying something that you don't really mean, to signal that you are not, in fact, a misogynist neckbeard weirdo.
Yeah, no.
And that Creeper is just an alter ego. Doesn't mean anything.
Got a regular
it's just
beard.
A joke, ladies.
Yeah. Learn to take a joke.
Quite. So yeah, if you work for the Guilty Feminist and you want us to be on your show now, get in touch.
Yeah.
I think we ruined it. I think we had them there and then we blew it.
And then I said bitches? Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, that was probably it.
I was ironic use of the word. Forget it. Anyways, what else we got? Any other unwanted advances? Is that the end of the list?
Yeah, that's it. Holywell, unwanted advances, and the Diocese of Shrewsbury.
I mean, honestly, 2 small towns and then like a real problem. This is a good distribution of time, I think.
Sure, yeah, but I mean, like you said, maybe she should be more celebrated and therefore have more patronages.
No, I think she should be more celebrated and more like
Oh yeah, you
invoked.
you think that saints shouldn't spread themselves too thin, right?
Yes, I'm a big believer of that, and especially like when you're trying to do something like prevent unwanted advances from creepy dudes, because the creeper can only be so many places at once.
I can't fight all your battles for you, ladies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yes, I am a hero.
No one's disputing that.
Maybe
sure.
stick up for yourselves, huh? Get some divine intervention. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably the answer. It's just like, I don't know, maybe God. It's become very clear at this point that humans can't change their behavior. So if God could step in, that'd be super great.
Again, with the not enough smiting.
Yeah.
Hashtag bring back smiting.
Yeah, the hashtag more smiting. Like hashtag.
That's our latest campaign.
Yeah, that's a just comment in like shitty guy, like right-wing posts or shitty dudes making terrible comments about whatever nonsense sexist shit. Just put hashtag smite in the comments just so God can find those.
Make it easier for him to collect
Maybe
them all together.
we're not using the hashtags well. He's like, I'm searching hashtag smite and I'm not finding anything.
Well, it's gonna happen now. We're gonna change the world.
Yeah, let's hope. Well, Anna, do you think that you would ever have Saint Winifred intercede for you?
I would say that as a woman in the world that has clearly not changed.
Are you really in the world? You spend most of your time at home.
I'm mainly in my living room.
As a woman, usually under a blanket and drinking some soup out of a mug. Both hands on the mug.
You just nailed me there. Yeah. I'm a bit hurt. I would say that, okay, as a woman who is occasionally in the world.
Okay.
I would hope that I've seen the last of unwanted advances, but I am not so naive as to assume that I have. So I think that Winifred would be a good person to have on my side.
Don't be so down on yourself. You're still pretty enough to get unwanted advances.
Oh, thanks, Creep Creeper.
Creep Creeper.
Not only does he creep out the creeps, he helps with your self-esteem. Yeah. Are you saying I should take it as a compliment?
I think you should.
I think the creeper's just creeped again. You've come full circle.
I'm just saying that if you smiled
you're now
more,
a creep apologist. Yeah.
Maybe you'd get some more wanted advance. I don't know.
Oh my god. I get enough advances from the one person that I want them from. And
Me?
Let's be frank, I'm usually the one making the advances.
Oh, okay, good.
But they are consensual.
Yeah, okay,
so
I guess
it's all good.
All right. So yes, less wanted advances. I think that's a small prayer that every woman wants.
Every little girl can pray to Winifred.
Oh, every young girl.
Oh, that was a horrible note to end on. We were doing so well.
All right, ask me. Ask me.
Okay. As the creeper,
no.
Would you ever have Winifred intercede for you?
Yeah. Well, as someone who does a lot of unwanted advancing.
Oh my god.
No, I don't.
To creeps though, so it's okay.
Yeah, just to creeps. Yeah, I do unwanted advances on the unwanted advances. So I don't know. Anyways,
meta unwanted advances.
Double unwanted. No, I don't know. I feel like everywhere I advance to, it feels like I'm unwanted. But
I can vouch for that. That is true.
Yeah, I would also intercede on behalf of all the poor young ladies that I see getting unwanted advances. I'm not confrontational enough to like yell at people, but
right. So you would just pray instead.
If people just start getting smited, it would do me a whole lot of really help out with me. I don't know, because they're like, oh, you got to call out, like guys, you got to call out your other guys and be like, hey, that's not cool. And
well, don't beat yourself up, because I did some training in like active bystander intervention, and like actually talking to the perpetrator is only one type. So going over to the person and saying, are you okay, is another type. So you can still be an active bystander doing intervention without like putting yourself in danger.
I guess so.
So maybe praying to some Winifred is also like, that also counts. But maybe you should tell the victim that you've done that.
Yeah.
Because it's the communication that is what's helpful, I think.
Yeah. But I mean,
not the prayer.
Yeah. Also, the thing is, like, I'm not really hanging out with anybody who would do shit like that. So it like falls on deaf ears. Like, as I'm just like, I could like, hey, I'm going to keep an eye out. And then like every guy I know is like a pretty okay guy and doesn't do shit like that.
Well, that's what they all say, isn't it? That's the thing. Sorry, I
Maybe.
brought the tone down again, but
Sorry. Hey, all I'm saying is hashtag not all men. And
yes, you are.
I don't know. Man, I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore.
Hashtag not all creeps, because some creeps are creepers.
Some people creep for the good of humanity.
Oh my god. Nope, I don't think that's a slogan we should be pushing.
Either you I'm not the creep this city wants, but I'm the creep this city needs.
Oh no. I mean, Batman does seem quite creepy.
If you either live long enough to
no
die a creep, I don't know, whatever. You either die a creep or live long enough to become a creepy creep. A creeper.
A creeper.
Yeah. Or whatever it is. So.
Okay. I think we've had enough.
I
now.
think if I ever needed to like sneak a church onto somebody's property, like that'd be you should be a really good person to talk to about that.
Mm-hmm. And her uncle, she could put you in touch with her uncle.
If I was just like really thirsty somewhere, and I would just like, I could really go for some well water, you know, and just like if I could just collapse on the ground here, and just like a well could spring up, and then that would be really great. And then also if that well could like bubble up and like convey me to where I was going.
Then again, if you're like on a journey and you're parched.
Yeah.
I think like cutting off someone's head to make a well spring up would be a bit extreme.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, if I'm cutting somebody's head off, I might as well just drink their blood. I mean,
oh my god, that's such a good point.
Shit,
like economy of effort here, people.
I know, right? Like I'm gonna do two things. I'm just gonna do the one thing. Okay, thanks.
Also, presumably you would drink their pee before you even resorted to cutting off their head.
Why would you presume that I would drink pee?
Because I'm trying to imply that you would do that before cutting off someone's head.
You do not know me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Pee has water in it.
So does
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, but the pee's easier to get.
Says you. I don't know where you get. I don't know where you're getting pee from. That it's so like on tap for you apparently. But I.
Well, like I said, we do a lot of wanted advances in this house.
Anyways, well, Anna, thank you for telling me about this. This nice young lady who has her work cut out for her patronage, but it is a noble pursuit nonetheless. But thank you so much for telling me about her and her brief but notable life.
You are welcome, and I wish you all the best in your new career as a creeper. Have a blessed day.
Bye.
Bye.